Let's set aside the science for a moment. Let's set aside the ethics frameworks and the governance gaps and the geopolitics of biotechnology regulation. Let's set aside He Jiankui, his ambition, his conviction, his new laboratory in Hainan. Let's talk about three children. Their pseudonyms are Lulu, Nana, and Amy. They are, as of 2025, approximately 6 or 7 years old. They are in school, presumably. They have parents who love them, presumably. They have friends and favorite foods and things that make them laugh. And somewhere in the nucleus of every cell in their bodies, there is a genetic alteration that no human being in history has ever had in this exact form. An alteration placed there without their consent by a man who wanted a Nobel Prize, who is now free and running a new laboratory. They are not a case study. They are people. Here is what the scientific community knows about these three children. Very little. He Jiankui's data, what he shared publicly, was insufficient to draw meaningful conclusions about their health or the long-term effects of their edits. Independent researchers who analyzed what was available found concerning signs. The novel mutations, the mosaicism, the off-target edits. What those signs mean for three growing children is unknown. After the scandal broke, Chinese scientists made a formal proposal: establish a dedicated facility to regularly monitor these children's health, to sequence their genomes over time, track any abnormalities. The goal was medical oversight, not surveillance, but care. The proposal was met with significant pushback from the international medical ethics community. The argument against it was real and not trivial. Singling these children out for ongoing study risks transforming them into permanent objects of scientific scrutiny. It invades their privacy. It could expose them to exploitation by researchers, by journalists, by the public that would follow their lives like a biological reality show. So the scientific community found itself caught between two genuine ethical obligations: to monitor and care, and the obligation to let those same children live as normal human beings. As of today, no formal monitoring program is in place. The children grow. Their DNA does what DNA does, and no one with the standing to do so has formally accepted responsibility for their welfare. There is a dimension to this story that extends beyond the three children themselves, and it is the one that makes germline editing categorically different. Whatever alterations Lulu, Nana, and Amy carry, they can pass on. If they have children, those children may inherit the edits. If those children have children, the edits continue. The biological experiment started in 2018 could, in principle, propagate through time, through bloodlines, through generations, without ever being fully known. But they are novel, unprecedented, uncharacterized in human beings over a human lifetime, let alone over generations. We are at the beginning of finding out what he actually did. He Jiankui wanted to be in the history books. He is. But history is still being written, and the final chapters depend on decisions society has not yet made. Beyond punishment, accountability requires something more sustained: a commitment to the people who were affected. That means finding a way to ensure that Lulu, Nana, and Amy have access to the best medical care and the most current scientific understanding of their condition. And, when they are old enough, the truth about what was done to them and who did it. The experiment is ongoing. The obligation is ongoing. Future generations will look back at this moment the way we look back at other watershed moments in history, when humanity acquired a new power. Did we build the systems to ensure it was done with wisdom, equity, and genuine consent? Did we protect the children who couldn't protect themselves? Or did we let the technology race ahead, let the governance limp behind, and hope that the next person to do what He Jiankui did would be more careful? He Jiankui wanted to be the man who changed human history. He succeeded. But the change he made was a demonstration of what happens when one person decides their vision is worth more than human rights. Three children are growing up. They did not choose this. They cannot unchoose it. We chose it for them. The only question that matters now, is what we do next.